Hi there! In today's video I want to share with you why I do collage and how I discovered my way of working with different materials to create abstract collages. I started with collage because they were quick and I could use what I have on hand to work through ideas. There are no rules. Take something old and use it in a new way. You can start with cutout images from magazines, paste them together to create a photo montage. It's that simple. Working with magazine images is very popular and I really love what people create with those images. So I started collecting magazines, looked for interesting images, and while cutting out images I noticed that I don't like fussy cut images. I did a few cutouts and I started playing with them. And that really was the fun part for me. The hardest part was to paste all these small pieces. I always create a mess when working with glue. I really like it. I'm the kind of person who doesn't give up too easily, so I tried different times, such larger ones and smaller ones in my sketchbook. But even though I love such collages made of magazine images, it's not the right technique for me. So I looked for other techniques, other ways to create collages, other kind of material. I tried stitching on paper, and even to incorporate pieces of fabric to my work on paper. I worked on different sizes and techniques. I went through all my collected papers to see if I can find something interesting. I have a huge amount of monoprints because I really like to experiment with my gel plate. So how about using those papers? You can see this here and here underneath. Working with those papers was the beginning of a complete new direction. I then was constantly looking for material and I found all these large letters and numbers on billboard poster very interesting. So I started to incorporate those in my collage work, and I also love all the hidden layers when ripping billboard poster. I also try to find a substrate that is strong enough to hold a lot of glue and paper, so I found those canvas boards and they are great to work with. They are easy to handle. You don't need a lot of space to store them, and they are cheap. when I discovered image transfer with a gel plate, I did a lot of prints on paper and also on tissue paper. This is only a really tiny part of my print collection. I wanted to use them and thought about what if I use them for my collage work too. And I started to incorporate those prints in my collages together with other kind of papers and lots of letters. I really love the process of playing with shapes and edges and images to try to find new ways to combine them. Sometimes you only need a few pieces to create an interesting image, and other collages have lots of layers. For me, the important thing is the process of creating rather than the end result. Not all of my collages are good. Some of them may look unfinished or boring. That's okay. Not every piece of work will be a masterpiece. So, what makes a collage great? For me, it's great if it can teach you something, make you react, or make you think. The best things happened when I tried something new just for fun. For instance, when I scanned one of my collages as preparation for art prints, I thought I could use those scans for something else. And I started with digital collages. I played with images of my collages in Photoshop. It's a complete different kind of working, but I really liked it, and I created some nice digital collages. I think I will come back to it to try out some more later. Here are 3 of my digital collages printed on wood. I love how the wood grain peeks through. All these collage fragments work so well together with the wood. This is awesome. So, the reason why I love collage is that it's a wonderful way to express yourself and not have to worry about being perfect. The best thing to do is to try out as much as you can to find your way of collage making. Go make something. Thanks for watching.